Hello and welcome to yonseienglish.com Submitting Assignments tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll review some of the most common assignments during our semester. To start, here is an example of all the different kinds of assignments in yonseienglish.com. First, we have quizzes, we have offline assignments, discussions, team, Dropbox, library, essay, survey, debate, SCORM, and attendance. The most common assignment is attendance, which you already have, and happens throughout the semester. The next most common is essay, and that's when you submit a paper or write some kind of response and submit it online. The next most common is an offline assignment. That means that you submit it in class in hard copy form and not online. Next would be a discussion assignment where we have a discussion online and we reply to each other and discuss something. And then finally, we have team and quizzes and also survey. These are less common, but we will probably do them at some point during the semester. We will not do a debate. SCORM is not relevant, and Dropbox and library, you're not going to use them. So just quiz, offline discussion, team, essay, survey, and attendance. Okay, so let's start by looking at some of the most common homework assignments. First, let's start with offline, registering for our website. For our first example, we're going to look at an offline assignment, registering for our website. It's the first assignment that all students have besides attendance. If you notice, you can look all about the assignment. It's 2.5 max score, which means 2.5% of your grade. This is the start date, the due date. This is when the student submitted it, and this is the grade that the student got. Here are the instructions for the assignment, part 1 and part 2. Notice that this assignment does have a rubric, and this is how the assignment is evaluated. Most assignments have a rubric, but not all assignments do. Be sure to check if your assignment has a rubric or not. Finally, you can see which proficiencies this assignment addresses, or skills. In this example, other course outcomes registration shows, can you actually understand the registration process and follow it carefully? The next assignment that I want to show you is discussion. And for that, we're going to look at the video sharing log, claim your video. And in this discussion, you're going to simply claim the video that you want. And what does that mean? Well, first you can see that the score, max score, is 0, so you're actually not graded for this, but it's very important in the other assignment that you actually do this. Because if you don't claim a video, you might duplicate a video of another student. So when we claim our video, it means that you can actually see if another student has it or not. You can see that this is in the category of homework, classwork, the start and due dates, and no more submissions are allowed. So that means that you need to actually do this before the due date, otherwise you're not allowed to do it. Furthermore, here are the instructions. And the instructions and assignments are usually done in a very careful way, with some verbs, review, choose, post, and then more detail. And here is the example post. And then you go to see discussion. And you can see all the students that actually submitted their chosen TED Talk. The next type of assignment is called a quiz. And it's known by this icon, the question mark. Let's look at one quiz. You can see that there's assignment and history. The assignment gives you detail on the start and due date. You can also see when you submitted it, how much time it took you to submit, how many attempts, and that you can do it as many times as you want, and you can do it as late if you need to. Most quizzes in yonseienglish.com are simply for skill building and are not graded. They're optional for you to do. Other quizzes are not optional and are a big part of your grade. Reviewing the instructions, you can see the basic lessons. In most quizzes, there'll be a button that says Take Quiz. Click on that button and take your quiz. Finally, the last type of assignment that we're going to look at is attendance. And in that assignment, it's an ongoing assignment. In attendance, you can check to see what your overall attendance is so far during the year. You can see that the maximum attendance for a typical semester is about between 35 to 46 points. You can see when the semester started and when the semester finally finishes. Your score, accumulative, that for every time you're on time, you get 2 points. If you're late, it drops by 50%. And if you're absent and you get an excused absence, it's the same as being late. And if you don't have an excused absence, it's 0, which is actually -3 because you don't even get 1 point or 2 points. You get 0 points. Please check your attendance regularly. The most common mistake that I will make is marking you absent and then you come into class, you're late, and it shows as an absence. I will not correct attendance that's more than 2 weeks late. So this sums up submitting assignments. Next, go to using the message editor.